Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Alright, this video is going to be breaking down um, that reincarnation is biblical, or in the scriptures. Alright, and it's a tough topic to receive. The Most High, the Rakakwadash has to be dealing with you in order to understand it, because it's not well accepted. But through the scriptures and with the understanding, you can plainly see it. And this is Ecclesiastes 3:16. It says, "And moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment." Alright, and are we not under the sun? That wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. So, on earth you have, righteous people, and you have the wicked and iniquity. And then verse 17, it says, "I said in mine heart, power, Elohim, shall judge the righteous and the wicked. For there is a time there for every purpose and for every work." So judgment takes place under the sun, alright? This is where judgment takes place, on earth, you know. That's why in the Lord's Prayer, you pray for on earth as it is in heaven. That you're praying for righteousness to be established on earth as it is, in heaven. Order taking place, you know. And order, part of order is judgment. All right, the wicked are judged, and so are the righteous. The righteous get their reward, and the wicked get their reward. But it says, "For there is a time there for every purpose and for every work." So there's a time for it. All right, and that's why let's grab this first. This is John 9:1. And it says, "And Yahushua passed by. He saw a man which was blind from his birth." All right, so he was blind from his birth. And it says, "And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" So his Yahushua's disciples had the understanding that he either did something in this life or his past life, in order for him to be born blind, because they had that understanding that you pay for, they understand the judgment of the Most High. The Most High isn't just gonna make someone born blind, disabled without a purpose. And verse 3, Yahushua answered, "Neither hath this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of the Most High should be manifest in him." So, in this particular case, Yahushua was explaining to him that it was really neither. He didn't do anything in this life or in the past life, but just so he could show off the power of the Most High, because he ended up healing. In verse 4, it explains that, "I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world." When he had thus spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of the spittle, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with clay, and said unto him, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam," which is by interpretation sent. He went his way therefore and washed, and he came seeing. So, this particular case, the Most High made this certain man blind just so that he could show off his power through Yahushua, and that's why there's a purpose and a time and a purpose for every work. So some people are born blind because, it's for judgment, they were wicked in that life or, their past life, or it's for a greater cause, long suffering, to show that a certain person has faith in the Most High and can endure all things, through, just their faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, And let's see if trying to think if I have but yeah, that's why the scriptures say blessed is the man that is persecuted for righteousness' sake. I'll get that real quick. Because sometimes it's not, for your sins, but rather for your perfection of faith. This is Matthew 5:10. It says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." And this is, going into that, a time for every purpose and for every work. So, hey, really, whenever you're going through hell, it's either because you were being wicked or it's just trying your faith, all right? And you have to have that spirit of discernment to, really see which it is, Like, another example is, when Paul spoke of that thorn in his side, and he asked the Most High to take it out of him. But, the Most High said, like, no, let me grab it. I asked thrice, because I don't want to butcher it. 2 Corinthians 12. Yeah. 2 Corinthians 12:7. "And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan," which Satan just means, adversary, "to buffet me." Let's see that word, buffet. No, not that one. "Strive repeatedly and violently batter." So, he was sent an adversary to strike repeatedly or violently, against him. It says, "Lest I should be exalted above measure." So this, he made the apostle Paul go through hell so that he wouldn't get puffed up with pride, through his abundance of revelations. He had mighty works through the Spirit, sending letters and traveling to different churches, setting them up. He had abundance of works and revelations, given to him. But, in order for him not to get puffed up with pride, the Most High sent, that adversary. "For this thing I besought the Lord thrice that it might depart from me." So he asked the Most High, through Yahushai to, lift that burden off of him, or that adversary off of him. And then verse 9 it says, "And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahushua may rest upon me." So, that's just, I grabbed this to make the point that, hey, look, if you're going through hell, it's not always judgment, but it's rather to show off the power of Yahuwah Shem Shai, So, that's why the scriptures say, "Be cheerful when thou art changed to a lower state," or "Be patient when thou art changed to a lower state." "Blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake." It's because in doing that, it shows your faith, that you can endure these things because you have the faith in Yahweh Shem El Shai. Apostle Paul was shipwrecked. I think it was Peter that was bit by a serpent. It was either Apostle Paul or, I think it was Apostle Paul, because he got shipwrecked and then he got bit by a poisonous spider, and the barbarian saw it and was like, dang, like, this dude's wicked. Because, like, how is all this hell coming on him? Like, the Most High can't be dealing with this person. And then once they saw that he didn't die from the snake venom, they're like, oh, this dude's a god, because he can endure all these things. So, it wasn't the Apostle Paul being a god, but really, the Most High working through him, showing off, the power of Yahweh Shem El Shai. And then verse 10, it says, "Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities." Let's see what this word means. The fact of being required or indispensable. Thesaurus, necessary, basic, yeah. In persecutions and distresses for Yahweh's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong. So, again, it's not always judgment.